Okay, so to the many firsts that are going to happen since now on, it's a weird camera angle, bear with me. But this video is being shot on my ZV-E10. I'm using the Sigma 16mm lens f1.4, shooting in 4K 24 FPS. And the audio that you're listening to right now is coming from the DJI Mic 2. This is the microphone is approximately here. So I've kept it approximately out of frame, so if people are distracted by the microphone, they will not see any, but they would rather hear. Now, the sound settings that I have preferred here are, it's great how these wireless microphone systems, by the way, the Wireless Go 2 could also do the same. If you're wondering, you connect it and you set the gain on your transmitter and the receiver would transmit that, but somehow DJI has done a great thing. They have custom-made settings for your camera. Like I'm using the Sony ZV-E10. So on the receiver, you can program in your camera model. It'll take the exact settings that it thinks are great for your camera, according to the preamps of your camera, and it would just set all those settings. It'll do everything for you and you're good to go. You just start recording and just do your thing. I haven't used any custom, any of those presets. What am I saying? I haven't used the preset, but I have set everything manually. So I have, first of all, when you connect the microphone, you would rather just go and dial back all your gain from the camera sound settings. So you would change your gain to 1 on the camera preamps, so that the camera preamps don't, just play a major part in your recordings, and whatever is happening from your transmitter and your receiver, which is mounted on top of the camera. So I can see that on the camera horseshoe. The levels are perfect, and I can see that those levels are actually in sync with what I can see on screen on my camera. So I'm recording right now, and this is how it sounds. I'm in my room. This is a fairly untreated space right here, and I hope the audio is usable right now. What are your thoughts on this? And today I have to say that I'm very impressed by DJI, what they have done in India. They have a specific dedicated shop called the DJI India shop, where you can order a lot of their stuff. And it's the first time that I am so interested in these wireless microphone systems. I have never been very enthralled with a wireless microphone system. I have the Rode Wireless Go 2 since the past 2 years. I've hardly used it because somehow I never liked the sound of it. But I think the DJI Mic 2, and I've also ordered the DJI Mic Mini, which, by the way, I just ordered approximately 1.5 hours ago, and they have sent me the notification that they're going to deliver it today itself, which is amazing. It's coming from some sector 6 or sector 8 or sector 16 Noida, which is just, it's the NCR region. Not very close to my place, but not too far as well. So if they're delivering it the same day, they're actually offering a better service platform than Amazon right now for their own products. And I'm very excited to actually use the Mic Mini as well. So here is a video that I'm shooting with the DJI Mic 2. I'm not talking about the specs, etc. You can have all of that from YouTube and the web pages. I'm just giving a hands-on review for what I have here in the form of the Mic 2. I'm using the Mic 2 for the past 2 weeks now, I suppose, and I am a fan, and I'm most probably going to sell my Wireless Go 2. Again, sorry for the weird camera angle. It's like I'm just bullying you or something. No, it's just how I thought that this is going to be comfortable to me. But it is what it is. I was also contemplating buying the Sony 11mm lens for vlogging, etc. But then I just tested it in the black market yesterday when I was out there to buy some ND filters. And I think the Sigma 16 offers a very good a vlogging style, very intimate kind of a focal length that you can use. And the 11mm was just a little bit too wide, even for vlogging scenarios. So you just have to keep it like right into your face, which is not something that I would like to do. So the only qualm with the 16mm Sigma is you would rather have to probably just build some more hand muscles if you have to hand hold your camera. I mean, that can be done, promotes fitness as well. So the heft is the issue, the picture quality is not. So I would rather just stay with the Sigma and not spend more on the Sony. But this is the Sony ZV-E10 with the DJI Mic 2. I hope you like what you're hearing, and this will all be loudness normalized to probably -24 or -19. I mean, I don't know, just whatever. Also, I see when I shout, the audio has the potential to clip. 32-bit float is on this recorder. I would see if these levels go beyond the clipping threshold. Will the 32-bit float really work and do its magic? I think it would. I tried that as well. Recently in a family wedding we went, there was a lot of noise and the transmitter is kind of clipped, but 32-bit float saved it all. It's fantastic, you know, how DJI has become a company who's actually bringing this great footprint into the world of audio, other than cameras and lenses and action cameras and pocket-friendly cameras and gimbals. They've surprised me, and I have to say I am pleasantly surprised. Okay, so I'm back with the weird camera angle, and right now, if this is connected properly, you're listening to me on the DJI Mic Mini. It just got delivered right now, just 12 minutes ago. I immediately unboxed it, and here I am talking into the Mic Mini, and I'm not sure that I'm getting good levels with this. I'm not even sure that there is, but there is an option on the transmitter, on the receiver, sorry. I'm always confused by this. There's an option on the receiver to actually increase the gain by 6 dB increments. So you can have a plus 6 dB and a plus 12 dB. I wanted to avoid clipping. I think it requires some DJI Mimo app integration, this microphone system, before getting it to work. But since I'm already in the process of editing the video, I thought I would just do a quick comparison. Here is the DJI Mic Mini. I don't know how it sounds. First thing I noticed on the microphone, on the receiver, there is no headphone jack to monitor your audio. Sad, but you know, price reduction and a smaller iteration of the previous model, it's understandable that this would be the case. And it is what it is. So this is the DJI Mic Mini, and I have never actually been very excited for these wireless systems in my life. But this time when they said that there is going to be a Mic Mini now, I thought that I would immediately buy it, because I knew that this is something that could provide good value. They've enhanced the range, they've reduced the size, the form factor it's just very compact. Reminds me of the Rode Wireless Micro, which is not as compact, by the way. And also the Holyland Lark M2, which I don't have, so I can't comment on the sound quality, but the compact factor is there. So how good does this sound? How bad does this sound? I have no ideas. I have to take this footage into Premiere and listen back to it. Loudness normalizing all of this video to -24 LUFS, which is the, what, cinema standard? I don't know. It's just what Premiere does. Probably the cinema standard. So let's see how this sounds. I have to just wrap it up because I don't even know what I'm saying right now, and I am seriously worried the levels are too low. But I've ensured that the environment around me remains the same. The door is opened, the windows are opened, just curtains, and this is an untreated space. I'm in similar recording environment, and this is exactly how all of this is sounding. Interesting stuff by DJI. Again, good delivery service too. I like that. Okay, so welcome back to same setting. This is a similar setting, but I have switched the microphone. Now you're listening to me on the Rode VideoMic NTG. The microphone is actually mounted on top of my camera. And this kind of maintains the parity between the microphones that I've used in this video. The DJI Mic 2 and the DJI Mic Mini are capable of providing their own gain to the microphone, I suppose. I doubt that if the DJI Mic Mini would rather use the preamps on the camera, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. I have to look up the manuals and websites and other resources. But it is what it is. So I just wanted to have this palette cleanser kind of a thing. So this is the VideoMic NTG, one of my most trusted microphones while I'm shooting videos. Usually I boom it. Today I haven't. Today it's just ordinary stuff. Now, I tested both these microphones, the Mic Mini and the DJI Mic 2, and some worthy points that I need to mention here. First of all, I'm actually pretty shocked at hearing the sound quality of the Mic Mini. I don't know why. I think the Mic Mini kind of sounded a little better than the Mic 2, but I may be like deaf or something. So your opinions are welcome on this. And this is in no way trying to demean those microphones, because this shotgun could probably just be better sounding. I don't know. It's possible that this sounds actually better than both of those microphones, or since it's mounted just on the camera, I could have placed it a little bit closer to my mouth as well through booming it on a stand somewhere near me, but I avoided that for the sake of parity. And I mean, it's fine. And when Rode came up with their wireless micro, I really wanted to buy that. But then, the options were very limited. Like for the DJI Mic Mini, you have the option of having two TX1RX, one TX1RX. Rode doesn't offer that. It's just that one set comes in, and you have to buy that. You're kind of stuck with that. And presently, where I am in India, it's not available. I don't even know if it's gonna be here in some time. Rode, actually, I commented on their Instagram, one of their posts, and they told me that you should ask our distributors in India. When I contacted their distributors, they said we have no listings for the said microphone, and we don't have any ideas whatsoever as to when these microphones will be available in India. But they will be available soon, so it was just kind of coming soon from their end last time I checked with them. But yes, and from what limited I've heard, the wireless micro, I think it's going to be a good system. But I felt the same when I heard that somehow I think they did something to the wireless micro, and that sounded better than the wireless Go 2, because I can only comment on the wireless Go 2 because I have the wireless Go 2. I mean, I'm not including that in this comparison. This is going to be a long video. Otherwise, I don't want this to go very long. But maybe after a few days, I've used the Mic Mini and the Mic 2, and then I could just make a video consisting of three microphones: the wireless Go 2, the wireless, so the DJI Mic Mini, and the DJI Mic 2. And we can compare all of these. And if you're interested, you can tell me. I can do that as well. It's possible. But today, I just wanted to highlight a few points that I think after the wireless Go 1 was introduced in the market, people just welcomed it with open arms. And it was probably the only popular wireless system back then, and almost everybody grabbed that. And then shortly after that, probably they just introduced the wireless Go 2 as well. And that was such a huge phenomenon because it was such a great improvement over the first iteration. And I bought that as well. But to me, honestly, personally, I'm not trying to demean any manufacturer or any company. Probably they have their different viewpoints in the mind. They have a different sound in mind for their products. But I have honestly never liked the sound of Rode wireless microphones. Never. I mean, I also heard comparisons between the DJI and the wireless micro, and I still found the Rode to be very deficient. So I think it's time that Rode should rather focus on improving some sound quality of their microphones via an update or just an EQ change, just like DJI did probably 4 or 5 months ago. The DJI Mic 2 was largely compared to the Wireless Pro from Rode, which is a great microphone system. But again, it's very pricey here. And for somebody who's an occasional shooter, shooting with their phones or shooting with their cameras once in a while, covering family functions or just whatever, it's not, I would say, very economical for them to buy a pro microphone system for the time code, etc. I mean, most people don't even know how to use it. And even if you do, if you can get similar quality or probably better quality at half the price, why would you go for that? I mean, it's beyond me. Probably I'm wrong. Probably I'm dumb that way. I don't really see a point. Sorry, firecrackers. I don't really see a point. So if that is the case, I think DJI just filled that void. They filled that gap in the market. That plus the size of the Rode microphones, it's that chunky size, and everybody seems to be complaining about that. Initially, when it came to me, I felt that, and I thought that, okay, they've given wireless, but it's still hefty. And why is it so hefty? It doesn't have to be that hefty. And slowly and steadily, other microphone manufacturers who also just, some of those Chinese manufacturers just started coming into the market with their small sized microphones. I mean, I have the Boya wireless microphone as well, so we can throw that in the comparison as well. I'm taking notes right here on my PC. That was very compact, and that actually worked on similar principles like what the Rode Wireless Micro is doing right now. You can plug that receiver directly into your phone via a Lightning version, and they also had two versions, a Lightning version and a USB-C version. I have the Lightning version, which I would have to sell now because I am on the USB-C iPhone now. So you can plug in that, and they also had noise reduction as well. So I'm forgetting the model number, but you can Google that. Boya has a similar wireless microphone system doing the rounds as well. And it's very cheap. It's probably like $30, $40, and it's good, fairly good. I mean, not as robust as this sound or probably the DJI sound or even the Rode sound. I mean, these guys are great. They've done a great job. Also, Shure came in with their Move mic or Mov mic. I don't know how to pronounce that because I have no idea what that thing is, and I haven't even heard a lot of videos on that and not even heard the sound signature. But I think that didn't go down very well as well with the audiences, and people have since then shifted more towards DJI. And presently, I think the wireless microphone space is actually dominated by DJI, and rightly so. They have offered great value at great price and great service, lifetime customer support. I mean, 1 year warranty. I just got 1 year warranty, and you probably don't have to register it. You just have to keep the copy of your bill ready with you. And if you have a defective product, the DJI Mic 2 or the DJI Mic Mini, you have to go to their service center. They'll run some diagnostics, and if your unit is defective by any chance and beyond repair, they would just give you a new one. That's what I've heard from DJI. So yeah, I mean, I think it's good, and yeah, I think I am leaning towards DJI myself as well. But I feel kind of sad for Rode because the microphone that I'm using right now is probably, when I was in the market to buy a shotgun microphone for my videos, I went with the MKE 600 from Sennheiser, and I was watching the reviews of the NTG4 and the NTG4 Plus back then. Those were the newer microphones. And again, I just found that the sound of Rode microphones was just very deficient. They just lack the low end, the nice rounded, good sound signature that a microphone should possess. With two exceptions, of course. The VideoMic NTG is offering a great sound, and so does their VideoMic Go 2. It's a fantastic microphone. The VideoMic Go 2, I've said that on several occasions and several platforms. I've used it myself. All the Rode microphones have a pertinent distortion issue. I don't know why. That is not being fixed by them. I mean, they have all those huge SPL numbers on the NT1 and the NT1 5th generation and the NT2A and the NT1A. Why not on these shotgun microphones? And even some of their lavs seem to distort sometimes. But that's for another video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I'm blabbering. I've just and yeah, the previous segment with the Mic Mini, it turned out well actually, and I was actually very surprised to find that somehow the Mic Mini was picking up lesser reverb. I don't know. Probably the surroundings changed. Probably the noise was a bit more when I was recording with the Mic 2, so on and so forth. But you get the gist of it, and I'm keeping both of these. I've kept the DJI Mic 2. I remember when I got this, I was almost ready to send it back, but then a few of my friends told me that, hey, keep it. It's actually very good, and you're gonna like this. So I used it, and I think it was the right choice. And the Mic Mini, I'm very pleasantly surprised by the Mic Mini too, and it's not going back. It's not going anywhere. Well, yes, my Rode Wireless Go 2, I think it's time to say goodbye to the Wireless Go 2. Rode should actually think about things. They have to improve the audio quality on these wireless systems. I wish they do, and I wish they do it sooner than later. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was a video about the DJI Mic 2, DJI Mic Mini, and just some usual vodcasting discussions on this channel after a very long time. I shall see you later, and please take good care of yourselves. Have a nice day.